Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, welcome to our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Today we are going to see class 8, the subject is science, the topic name is organization of life. Last session we saw the air-gun system, the respiratory system, we saw the example for that. Okay, that respiratory system, how they are working we have to see here. The mechanism of respiration we have to see in this session. Okay. See here, the mechanism of breathing. See, mechanism of breathing means the inhaling oxygen and then exhale the carbon dioxide. This process is called the respiration. Is it or not? This mechanism we have to see. First is the inspiration or inhalation. Inspiration or the inhalation. Inhale means we are taking the oxygen the inside. It is the inhalation. Okay. See, the process of taking air into the lungs, the process of taking air, see, the taking air inside the lungs, it is called the inhalation. Clear? See, during the inspiration, the sternum is pushed up. What are the processes happening when we inhale the oxygen? What are the processes happening means, while we inhale, first I told the rib cage is there. No, rib cage means the front chest bone is the sternum and then backbone, vertebral column. This both are joining with the help of rib bones. Is it? So, it is totally called the rib cage. So, while we inhale the oxygen, the rib cage, the front part, the sternum is there, no, it pushed up. Why? It is the balloon is there, okay, the balloon is there. While we put the oxygen inside mean it will rise up, no, the external part will be raised, no. So, as well as while we inhale, the external parts will be raised up. How that means? The sternum part, the front chest cavity is there, no, the sternum part pushed up, okay, it will come outside. You can see here, no, this is the sternum part, it will rises up, clear. And then while it will rise up means the output, the vertebral side, the rises, no, and then the down portion, it is called the diaphragm, no. This diaphragm comes down. Why it comes down means it makes the vertical side and then down side totally it makes a lot, it is expanded, it gives a lot of the space to enter the gas, enter the air. See here. See, the sternum is pushed up and outwards, and as at the same time the diaphragm is pulled down. The sternum pushed outside. The sternum comes the outside. It the pushed outside. The diaphragm comes the down. It comes the downwards. Okay. Then the increase the volume of the thoracic cavity and pressure decreases. The pressure will decrease and at the same time the thoracic cavity will increase. Okay, the cavity, if it is the as usual time it will be there, the cavity is there means if while we inhale the cavity will be expanded. Okay, then outside the body flow into the lungs. Outside the body flow into the lungs. Here the exchange of gases takes place between the air and the blood. So, while this exhalation time, while this inhalation time, the gas exchange process is there, no, exchange means that hair and then blood, While we inhale, we are taking the oxygen. This oxygen is transferred to the blood cells. The blood cells having the carbon dioxide, it transferred to the alveoli. So, the exchange of the gas is happening in this inhalation period. Okay. After the exhalation, next one is the exhalation process. See, this is the exhalation. See, the process of expelling the air from the lungs, it is called the exhalation. Expelling air, we are sent out, the gas is sent out from the lungs is called the exhalation. See here, the exhalation, upon the exhalation, the lungs recoil the force out of the lungs. They recoil means they expanded during the inhalation. After we exhaling, the air will be rushed out. No, so they are recoiled. They are coming as usual. They are the natural position. See here, the intercostal muscles are relaxed and then returning the chest wall into the original position. During the exhalation, the diaphragm also relaxes in the thoracic cavity. See here, the exhalation period, what are the things is, see the costal muscles are results. The intercostal muscles means the rib cage is there, no, this rib cage, this rib cage is covered with the muscle, it is the intercostal muscle. Okay, these intercostal muscles are relaxing. At the same time, the diaphragm, while the inhalation it comes down, no, while the exhalation time it relaxing, so they rise up. Okay, they are going the upwards. After that, the chest wall will be relaxed. The chest wall is also will be relaxing. So during the exhalation process, they are recoiling they are coming into the original position. All the organs are coming in the original position. Then this increase the pressure within the thoracic cavity relative to the environment. So while the inhalation process, the pressure will be decreased. The pressure decreases. But this exhalation process, the pressure is increased in the thoracic cavity. This based on the environmental pressure. Clear? Next one, air rushes out and the lungs due to the pressure gradient. During the pressure, the air rushes out. It is the exhalation. This movement of air out is the passive event. The movement of air out is this exhalation process is a passive event. That is inhalation is a active event. Then mechanism of breathing, the exchange of air in the alveoli. The air is exchange happening in the alveoli. See, the content of oxygen in the inhaled air alveoli is more than blood flowing through the capillaries. Because the alveoli, each and alveoli covered with the blood vessels, artery and vein. So we can see here, no, this they are flowing through this capillaries, and then so the oxygen move into the blood by simple diffusion. The simple diffusion process is happening here. So the blood vessels can exchange that air molecules in between the blood cells and then alveoli. And then hemoglobin in the blood combine with the oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. We know that while it is the oxygen move into the blood, okay, well inhale the oxygen move into the blood. If they are moving the blood, the process is called the diffusion. Diffusion means the molecules particles are transfer the lower concentration to the higher concentration is a diffusion. No, so this diffusion process, the air molecules are transferred into the blood cells. So the blood cells having hemoglobin, we know that. Okay, this is the red pigment. This red pigment having the hemoglobin combined with the oxygen. So oxygen and then hemoglobin, the both are joined together make a oxyhemoglobin. The both are joined together making a oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin means along with the blood hemoglobin, the oxygen particles will replace there. So it is called the oxyhemoglobin. This oxyhemoglobin only transferred in this form transferred to the other part of the cells, like your blood, what is that, brain, and then some other part of our body. Okay, see, the blood carrying oxygen reaches into the heart through the blood vessels, and then the heart pumps all the tissues in the body. It reaches into the heart. We know that heart pumping the blood. While they are pumping, it reaches to, it is spread over to other part of the cells also. Clear? And then the tissues releases carbon dioxide, which is carried back to alveoli and by the blood. Carbon dioxide diffuses from the blood to the air in the alveoli and sent out of the body when the air is exhaled. This is the mechanism, exchange gases into the alveoli through the blood cells. Clear? See, next one is the difference between the inhalation and exhalation process. See, during the inhalation exhalation process, we saw that many things is known. First, the inhalation process, the diaphragm will contract. The diaphragm contract means it comes the downwards, okay, because it need a more space to enter the air. So, they are contract. During the exhalation, as the same diaphragm will relax. It makes the relax means it gives the pressure to rush out the air from the lungs, so they are relaxing. Then the diaphragm goes the downwards. We know that during the inhalation process, the diaphragm goes the downwards, as well as the exhalation process, they are going the upwards. We can see the difference here now. During here exhalation, they are going upwards. Okay. Next one, the ribs move upward and outwards. The rib cage moves the upwards and then the outwards. Okay. As the same time ribs move downwards, the exhalation process, the ribs moves downwards. Then the volume of thoracic cavity, the chest cavity increase, while the air will enter means it will, the thoracic cavity in all the sides will be increase. Okay. At the same time the exhalation process, the air cavity will be decreases because it gives the pressure to send out. Then next one, air enters the lungs through the nose. Air enters while we inhale, it enter to the nose. Okay. The air goes out through the lungs through the nose. Air, both inhalation and exhalation both are enter into this nose only, but the exhalation means the sending out, inhalation means they are inhale inside. Okay. So, this is the difference between the inhalation and exhalation process. See, next one is the do you know. This is the extra points for us. Listen. See, on an average adult human beings, if we are in the rest means we are sitting in this, you didn't do any physical activities means if the rest times, in the per minute we are breathing 15 to 18 times in a minute. Okay, we are respirating 15 to 18 times in a minute. Why? When means in your rest time. In the rest time we breathe here adult human being while they are resting, they are taking the 15 to 80 minutes breathe. Okay. And then next one, during the heavy exercise, if you are doing the exercise means your breathing rate will be increased. How they increase means they are 25 times per minute. 25 times per minute. See, an adult human beings while they are rest means they are breathing 15 to 18 times in a minute. As the same person they are doing any the more physical works like exercise, climbing the steps, like that means we are the breathing rate will be increased. How means it will be the 25 times per minute. Okay. Then smoking damage the lungs. We know that the smoking damage the lungs. So, we can see here the normal lungs will be look like as the smoking person's lungs, we can say it is the damaged lung. So, the smoking affect because while we are smoking the air added into the hemoglobin, it converted into oxyhemoglobin. While the smoking means the some chemical parts will be added into the hemoglobin, so it make the lungs damage. Then so we must be avoided smoking. Then when you sneeze you should cover your nose. While we sneeze means we should cover our nose because the hair rush out means some germs will be there, means the germs will spill out along with this rushing out hair. So, while we sneeze we should cover our nose with a handkerchief like that. Because why means This foreign particles which is present inside your body, they are expelled the environment. If they expel the germs, they are inhale the other person, that person also affected like this germs. Okay. So, by the other persons are exhaled, so they can affected the same germs. So, while we sneeze, we should use the tissue papers or the handkerchief for that. Clear? Thank you children. To receive our online lesson, please press the subscribe button to receive our latest updates. Thank you.